Okay, chucking the first one out. Nice. All right. See what happens. There's something coming out of that channel, chasing that whole school of mullet this way. See? There's something out there going back and forth, some big predator. But he came up from there, so I'm going to toss it back that way. There we go. Put in the rod holder, get my safety on. Alright, nice bend in the rod tip. Got 2 lines out with shrimp, and I'm still catching my live crab. Let's see what happens. Okay, got 1 line out. I defrosted my squid, put it in my crab traps for my bait. Let's see what happens. Oh, it looks like we got something in there already. Yep. Got one. Put you back out. Notice that I use a bottom fishing rig bait canister here to put my bait into my double ring crab trap. Works pretty good. I got a kite string holder here for my line. Simple, but it works. I like simple. Okay, we got 1 crab for live bait. Let's check up on this one. The crabs can see you, so I always try to surprise them. Sure enough, got 2 more. There we go. So we're off to a good start. We got a couple. Put this back towards the other one, see if the other one has any. Yep. Alright, got a good supply of crabs so far. And at the end of the day, whatever I don't use, I throw them back. There you go. Okay, see if any crabs are in the net. Oh yeah. Got a good sized one there. Trying to get the leaf out. Well, he got me in that one, but wasn't too bad. Didn't drop that much blood. There you go. Chuck that back. Alright. Check the other one out. Alright, not a bad bunch of crabs so far. Might have to stop after this. Nothing. Alright. Okay, check out a crab net. Don't want to look over. Surprise them. Yep. Got one in there. Decent one. Alright. Well, that seems to be a good spot. Throw it back. Get it in between those rocks. There we go. Perfect. Right. There it is. Got him. Good size blue pincher. Really good size. Get all this crap out of the net. You know? There you go. Walk right into it. Come on. Thank you. Woo, good size blue. Put get you in there. There you go. Wow, that's the biggest one yet. And look at that. Something went right through the bag. Literally went through the bag and took the bait out. Most likely a big crab. Because the bag was nice and white, and see how it's all chocolate, dirty brown now? Looked like a big crab took it, tore it apart, and took it with him back into the muddy sand. That's what it looks like to me. Because the bell didn't go off, the rod tip wasn't going off, so it must have been a big crab. Okay, this bait bag was ravaged by crabs. Actually, it's not that bad. I can probably use it again. They actually shredded up the shrimp pretty good through the bag. But a lot of people ask me, how do you get the bags off the hook if the hooks are circle hooks it's bent in like that? Yeah, because if you try to pull it out this way, the bag will catch the hook, and you rip up the bag. So what you got to do is you got to go like this. See how my hand is? When you grab the bag, you do this. You're going in, and you pull it. So when you go in, you're getting it away from that. You pull it out. You go like in that motion. So what you do, see? That's pretty thick. So. See, you're going in, you bring the bag in. See, look at that. Only a couple strands left. That's it. That's the easiest way to take the bait bags off. Right, it's about almost 11:30. I think I'm just going to take the two biggest ones here. Yeah, they're pretty big. 1, 2. I'm going to keep you guys. And the rest I'm going to throw back. Got a good supply of crab. I only need those two. There's a log here. So put them all by the log. There we go. Rinse the bucket out. Get some more water. Time. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Got enough squid, shrimp, and now crabs. Perfect. Alright, I'm all ready. Got this other one here all ready to go. Big bag. Alrighty. There's a dead tilapia there, but there's a live one right here. Let's see if we can net it with a crab net. Doubtful. Well, I did net it with a crab net. Damn. Didn't think that was possible. Look at that. Never thought that was possible. I got live bait. Okay, right over there is my crab net. Actually, there's a crab in it too. I'll be damned. I just threw the crab net over a tilapia. A huge tilapia was sitting on the sand, and I caught it. Must have been daydreaming or something. Oh, there goes the crab. The crab moved up, but he's there. So I had a brainstorm. I'm going to go sliding. I don't have what I need to slide, so I'm going to MacGyver what I need today. So I took off my normal rig. I went with an extra long lead line here. I took off the 4 ounce and put a 5 ounce on. I did have a stop ring. Thank God I had a stop ring. Problem is, this is braid, and as you know, anything metallic is not going to slide very easy on that. But we're going to give it a shot. I want to try this. That's what fishing is all about to me, trying different things. So I want to put it over there. That's where the big Aluas or the GTs like to go around and trap the prey up to the mangrove roots. This is a pretty decent size reel. This is a Ultegra 10,000, and I'm using a Canon, breakaway Canon. All right. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put our lead out. I'm just going to do a simple overhead cast. Make sure that just sits there, like so. Okay. Not bad. Okay. Draw this up. Okay. First part is done. Okay, now we're truly going to MacGyver everything along here. Let's see now. Try to get the fish that we not accidentally, but that I was able to get with my crab net, which was very unusual. There. Okay, we got this alive tilapia. That is so unusual. Put in a smaller net to work with. Alrighty. Put in here just for a bit with the crabs and all. So what I'm going to do is I was able to find pigtail swivel. I'm going to get my pre-made leader. And I would like to use something a little bit more heavier duty than this, but this is all I had. Like I said, I'm kind of MacGyvering everything right now. Oops. Don't want it that way. I'm sorry. I want it like this. I'm sorry about that. Put it through the crane swivel on the other side. Okay. I think from now on I'm going to have to take a sliding rig out with me just for times like this, when anything can happen, which in fishing it normally does. Okay, that's what we want. That is what we want right there, just like that. Okay, now we're going to put this through our tilapia. Figure we're at about boy, tough one. There, like that. You kind of want to get the bones of the fins in there. That's going to help keep it on. So let's take this out with us. All right. Mind you, this works a lot better on mono rather than braid, because this won't slide very well on the braid. But we'll just, like I said, we're just kind of trying to MacGyver everything right now. Okay, get your main line, loop this around. There, like so. Alright, see that? That's what we want. We're going to slide it down, but to help it slide down, we're gonna wet the braid. See what we're gonna do? We're gonna wet the braid to help it a bit. Just kind of bounce it down there. That's why having a lead egg on that bait would help, you know, send it down, but don't have that, so just have to keep bouncing it just a little at a time like that. With my luck, probably a shark would come by and just grab it now. You're catching a lot of sharks here last month. This is why you kind of want to have a wired lead or a heavier lead as your base, but I only have a 5 ounce with me. Keeping the rod tip high. You kind of want a stiffer rod for this. I'm trying not to yank up on the tip too hard because it feels like the lead is fairly well into the silt. I don't want to dislodge it from the silt. But it is going out. When it gets out halfway out, that's kind of deep water ready for here, and hopefully the fish will just swim up and down that line, and that should help. See, he's getting further and further out. Keep that rod tip high. That's about 60 feet out already. I'm a bowler, so I kind of know what the distance between the foul line and the first pin is, 60 feet. So it's going beyond 60 feet now because every time I jerk this up, it goes out about a foot to 3 feet every time. So it is working. It's getting it out there. It's going to take about another minute to get it closer to 100 feet, which I'll feel a little bit more comfortable with. But when we put the hook through the fish, we didn't pierce any vital organs. We didn't break the center bone. So we just went through the meat and we went underneath the fins. So it's going to have a decent hold. The hook will have a decent hold on the fish. And that should be about enough. Okay. Like I said, you don't want to use braid for this. You want to use mono because it slides on mono easier. And to have a pre-made slide is a lot better too. But I'm MacGyvering everything. I'm taking advantage of the fact that I caught that tilapia. Give it a slack. Yeah, now hopefully it's going to start swimming down. That's what we want. We want it to swim down. Get it so the lights are right at the water. About like that. Okay. See what happens here. If we're going to get a hit on this, it's going to be big. This is my custom RW 13.4. Got a Tegra 10,000. Really good max drag on it. Got a 50-pound braid. I should be able to handle almost anything that's in here, this area. Chocolate Beach, Westlock. Alright, see what happens. Aloha guys, Scuba Chris here at Chocolate Beach. Tried to MacGyver a slide because I was lucky enough to catch a live tilapia with my crab net. That is really funky. I never did anything like that before. Normally tilapias are fast enough to get away, but I didn't have a slide with me because I was just like dunking along the shoreline today. So as you saw, I fabricated a slide. The only thing I actually needed was maybe a 2-ounce lead egg on the bottom of the slide itself to give the fish a little bit more weight going down. Plus the main stopper was, the main line was braid. It wasn't mono. When wet, it's easier for the slide to slide down mono than it is braid. But I was able to shake it down and get it out to more than 100 feet out. So it's been there for 6 hours. Nothing really hit it. I brought it back in. I let it go. I put out crab on one side, shrimp on the other. See what happens. Try to go for some trevallies now. My main thing today is I want to go for the golden trevally, which they call pow pow. We got some big ones over here before, over 10 pounds. That was the one I was really wanting to go after. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon now. Still have a little bit more time. So hopefully we can catch one. But I just wanted to demonstrate that, you know, anything's possible. You can fabricate almost everything you need. Try to bring what you need. Like I bring a utility wagon, so I try to bring at least a good assortment of everything from swivels to hooks to line, because you never know when you're going to need something. All right, well, even though I didn't catch anything, at least I showed you how to do it. And later on, maybe this month, I'll show you how I do my slides. All right, thanks, man. Okay, just gonna try something different now. Since we got south winds, I got a crab. I went from a 4-ounce to 2-ounce, and I got a balloon. The winds are coming from Kona, which is south wind conditions here in Hawaii, and it's blowing towards that area down there, towards the mountains. So let's see what happens. And the crab came off. Fucking great. There she goes. The wind is finally taking her out. Let's see what happens. Aloha guys, I just want to highlight what I did yesterday when I made my own slide. Now this is a stop ring. I had a stop ring with me. So what you want to do is you get your stop ring, you get another crane swivel, probably number 2 crane swivel, and from here it goes up to your rod. You would connect right here, put a crane swivel over here, another number 2 crane swivel, and this is called your rub line from here to your stop ring. Now you want this at least to be about 5 feet long. It's called the rub line because that's what's going to rub along the fish, and that's where it's most likely to break. A lot of the guys that go for big fish use steel wire, but I just use heavier mono, so I usually use 125 to 200. So this is going to be your rub line. Now because I didn't have that with me, I just went with my main line, which was braid directly to the stop ring. The problem is, like I said, with the braid, as you saw, the my jury rigs slide, which is this. This is basically a pigtail swivel. See, you got your crane swivel with a little pigtail on the top. So what I did is I looped the main line to here and I let it slide down. The problem is that the braid is not as slippery as the mono is, so it won't slide down easy. That's why I had to vibrate the tip of the rod to get this to come down, come down, come down, come down. But at least I had this. Okay, what I really needed was at least a 2-ounce lead to tie my line directly down and put this with the hole here to that line to my hook, so the weight would help slowly drive it down. This is what I was missing yesterday, but at least I had the pigtail swivel. Now what I really needed was this. This is a typical slide. We call these Australian slides with a 2-ounce on it. This is heavy duty with heavy duty wire gauge here. I'm not sure the size of the wire, but what you do is, if this tip goes towards the tip of the rod, see this here? You want to loop that through the line coming from the rod tip, right? And this part here is going down. So like, see, this is the stop ring, right? You want this facing this, the ocean. Put your line through there. It's going to slide down, slide down. That's why you call it a slide. And boom, it's going to hit this, and look, that's why I call it stop ring. It's not going to go any further than that. From here, you're going to have your lead line going out, and that you want to do at least with a breakaway line. So if you're going with, like, say, maybe 60, 80 pound mono, you kind of want to do at least about 30 pound mono for your lead line, because you want it to snap in case it needs to snap. All right, you don't want to make it the same. So this is basically what I wanted to do. I wanted to use a slide like this, and then from the back over here, you can put your line down with your hook on it, and you don't need an extra weight over here because the weight is right here. This is what I needed the other day, and I just wanted to show this to you. Thank you.